Brother Kao has more than 6 years of Buddhism and Dharma studies. He holds a certificate in Buddhist studies from the Nalanda Institute and also a certificate in Pali studies from the Dhamma Vijaya Sati Vihara. Currently, Brother Kao shares in various Pali language and Sutta chanting groups. Brother Kao also volunteers in a few Buddhist societies and monasteries. Brother Kao will now take over and conduct the Pali introductory class.
So, for example, maybe we can share a bit. I will finish it, but let's say we just can roughly go through it lah. So, what to expect, right? In case, right, when you look at Bante's notes, right? So you may need to have some understanding, right? Some basic foundation in Pali. So, for example, right? So in the word you have noun, right? For a noun, when you analyze a noun, there are three parts, right? You have the gender, you have the number, and you have the case, right? When it comes to gender, you have the masculine, you have the feminine, and you have the neuter. So you have masculine gender, feminine gender, and neuter gender. And when it comes to number, it's either singular or plural. And then the cases, there are 8 cases. So you have the subject, object, right? Then instrumental. So we call subject, we call it nominative. Accusative, we call it object, and instrumental. This will be explained later, right? As we go, as we move on, as we go on, right? So let's say the next one. So for example, like the noun, gender, right? So masculine noun, so it's just as per Pali rules, right? So masculine noun, let's say I give a few example like man, right? Man is masculine noun. King also is a masculine noun. Friend is a masculine noun. Then the neuter noun, you have the water, city, virtue. This comes under neuter noun. And mother, sheep, garland, all this falls under feminine noun. Okay, so the next one. So when it comes to number singular, right? So as you know, in the singular noun, let's say you look at the word man. Man is a singular word, but man is the plural. King is a singular word. Kings is a plural word. Friend is singular noun, and friends is the plural noun. Okay. Then after that, then you come to these cases. This we will go through it later. Okay. So you have 3 cases. So you have to analyze the noun in 3 aspects. You have to look at it as whether it's what gender it is, the number, and the case. Okay. So this is about noun. Okay, next one. So when come to verbs, verb is the action, right? The action. So when also similarly, it has to be analyzed in 3 aspects. So we have the first one is the person, right? First, the person, you have the number, and you have the tense or mood, right? When it comes to person, you have the first person, second person, and third person. So when combined with number, right? Let's say first person singular, it refers to I, right? I. Second person singular, it means to you, right? It refers to you. And third person singular refer to he, she, or it. Then we come to first person plural, we have we. Second person plural means you all, right? You all plural. And third person plural, it means they, right? And then the third one is the tense. So you have present tense, you have past tense, you have future tense. You will have present participle, past participle, and future participle. And when it comes to mood, you have the active mood, conditional mood, you have the imperative mood. Okay, so this you will learn in the Pali primer class. All right, so next one. Yes, this is the declensions of noun, the 8 cases. So I will repeat this in the next class, but roughly just to let you know, right? So you have the 8 cases are nominative, which is the subject, accusative, which is the object, right? Instrumental, which you use the preposition of with, by, or through, right? It is for expressing the instrument of actions, person to accompany the subject and the accompaniment of an actions. And the fourth one is dative. Dative is where you use the preposition to or for. So it expresses indirect object, the purpose of an action. Okay, next. Okay, the fifth cases is ablative. Ablative, it means use the preposition from, right? So it's expressing the separation and the point of origin. Okay. Number six, you have the genitive. So genitive, it means the possessive form of noun. So you use the preposition of. And the seventh, you have the locative. Locative, so preposition of in, on, at. So it is used to express the location and position. Okay. And the last one is vocative. So vocative means addressing someone or a group of people. So for example, the common one, when you meet up with a venerable, when you are addressing the venerable, when you talk to the venerable, so you say Bante, right? Bante. So it means it is in the vocative case. So it means venerable sir. But in the suttas, you'll find this word bhikkhave, right? Bhikkhave, like the Buddha addressed the monks, right? So he will call them bhikkhave. So bhikkhave, so it means monks, right? So this is the vocative. So this is the basic in a Pali primer, right? That you will learn, right? About the 8 cases. Okay, so next. So I say, like that's an example of this, the usage, right? The 8 cases you can find. So these are the common words that you find, right? So like the first one, Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Then you have also heard of Iti Piso Bhagava Arahang Sama Sambuddho and Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yena Bhagavate Upasangkami Twa Bhagavantang Abhiwadetwa Ekamantang Atasi. So in the English translation, right, you'll see the one I highlight in yellow, Bhagavato, Bhagava, Bhagavata, Bhagavato, and Bhagavantang, all this being translated as the Blessed One. It refers to the Blessed One. But then there is a slight different translation. If grammatically it's different. For example, Namo Tassa Bhagavato. Bhagavato is Blessed One, but grammatically it is in the dative case. Dative means to the Blessed One. So this is dative to the Blessed One. Then Itipiso Bhagava. Bhagava is the subject, the nominative case. So Bhagava is nominative case. Then you have Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo. Bhagavata. Bhagavata, if you look at the translation, the Dhamma is well expounded by the Buddha. So by the Blessed One. So this is the instrumental case. Bhagavata, by the Blessed One. Then you have Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho. So here, Bhagavato is in the possessive case or genitive. So it means Savaka Sangho of the Blessed One. So of the Blessed One, that is Bhagavato. And then you have Yena Bhagava. Bhagava here also means nominative, the subject. And Bhagavantang is also Blessed One. But then this is in the accusative case. Example, Upasangkamitwa, having approached the Blessed One. So the Blessed One is the object in the accusative case. And also Abhiwadetwa, having pay respect to the Blessed One. So all these words are in the different case that you can see. So let's go back to the previous slide, right? About the 8 cases. Can I have the previous slide? Yeah, you have this. So you see the normal nominative is the bagawa. Accusative is the bagawantang, right? Instrumental is the bagawata. Okay. Dative is the bagawato. Another one, the next slide, the 5th. So ablative, we don't have that. And genitive also, Supatipano, Bhagavato. So it's also Bhagavato, right? So all this refers to Blessed One, but they comes under different cases. Okay, this you will learn during the Pali primer class. All right, I think we have come to our end of today's sessions, right? The next or third person, right? So for the second one is singular plural. So for first person singular, it is I. Second person singular, it is you. Third person singular is either he, she, or it. For plural, it is first person will be we. Second person plural refers to you all. And third person plural refers to they. And when it comes to the third aspects about tense or mood, you have the present tense, past tense, future tense, even you have present participle, past participle, or future participle. And the mood you have optative mood, imperative mood. Okay, next. Okay, now we come to the declensions of noun. So there are 8 cases. So first one is nominative, second is accusative, third one is instrumental, fourth one is dative, fifth one is ablative, 6 is genitive, 7 is locative, and 8 is vocative. So in the Pali Primer class, we will go lesson by lesson or chapter by chapter, each of these cases. All right. So even if today you may not be able to grasp all of them, we will go through it when we start the Pali Primer classes. Okay, we'll do one by one. Okay, next. Okay, let's say briefly. Generally, we start with the first case. So it is called nominative. It refers to the subject of a sentence. Example, the man goes to the monastery. So the man is referred to the subject. So the man is the nominative case, right? It refers to the nominative case. The man is the subject, right? Okay. Next, we go to the next cases. Next case, all right, is the second one is called accusative. So it refers to the direct object of a sentence. Again, from the same examples, the sentence is the man goes to the monastery. So here, the monastery refers to the object. So it is in the accusative case, right? Okay, so next. So now we come to instrumental. So instrumental, it carries with the prepositions of with, by, and through. So it expresses the instrument of actions, a person who accompany the subject and the accompaniment of an action. For example, the man goes to the monastery by a vehicle. Here, the man use the vehicle as a means, right? As a means to go to the monastery. So this vehicle comes under instrumental case. It is an instrument to be used for travel. So for this, it is considered as an instrumental case, the vehicle. Okay, so it's not just vehicle, but it is by a vehicle, right? Okay, next. Okay, another type of instrumental is sense of accompaniment. Here you see the man goes to the monastery with a friend. So here the friend, so with a friend is instrumental. So this is considered as accompaniment, right? So it's accompany the subject. The friend is accompanying the subject to go to the monastery. Okay, so now we go to the fourth one. Fourth one is dative. It carries with the prepositions of to or for, right? It is expressing the indirect object, the purpose of action. So from the example, the man gives fruits to the friend, or to a friend, gives, right? So to the friend is considered as dative.
Ôi, ấy lúc bộ
Okay, right. So that is considered as dative. So he gives the action, the purpose of the action, the purpose of give, right? Giving to somebody, that is dative, right? In the dative case. Okay, next. The fifth one will be ablative. It carries the prepositions of from. So it is expressing the separation and point of origin. So for example here, the man goes to the monastery from the village. So from the village is considered as in the ablative case. Okay, next. Genitive. So, genitive carries the prepositions of, right? So it is the possessive form of noun. So here you see the man's friend, or in another way of saying is the friend of the man goes to the monastery. So this friend, right? The genitive part is actually is the man, the friend of the man. Okay, the friend of the man. So the man here is in the genitive case, right? So friend is the subject, is the nominative case. Okay, next. So the seventh cases is locative. So locative, you have in, on, or at, right? So it expresses the locations. For example, here, see the man lives in the house. So in the house is considered as locative. Another example is the lion stands on the rock. So on the rock is considered as locative. Okay. Next. So vocative, right? Vocative is to address someone. When you meet up with someone, if you're calling him, right? So that is considered as vocative. So example here, right? The monk who is sitting on the floor is addressing the other monk. So this monk called the other one Bhante. So this Bhante is considered as vocative. All right. Okay, so let's go back to the nominative case, right? The first one. Yeah, okay. So earlier I said that you have to analyze a noun in three ways. As you can see here, so here in nominative, the man, so we analyze it as masculine, right? The man is a masculine noun. It is in the nominative case, right? Nominative case is the subject. So the man is considered as singular. So this is how we analyze. In short, you have the word and the letter M and the nominative and SG for singular, right? This is how we analyze a noun, a word. Okay. Next one. Accusative, same thing. Actually, we have monastery is a masculine noun, right? And it is in the accusative case. And it is also singular. Third one. So for instrumental by a vehicle is considered as masculine, instrumental, and singular. Right? Fourth one, or another one. Okay, another one. The third one, this one with the friend is masculine, instrumental, singular. Right? Also same thing. Fourth one, dative. So to the friend, it is also masculine, dative, singular. You can see all of these words are masculine and they are masculine now and they are in the singular form, but they have a different case, right? They have a nominative case, the accusative case, the instrumental case, you have a dative case. So this is where the analysis is different for each word. Okay, now we come to the fifth one. Same thing. You have the village, which the village is considered as masculine, right? It's singular, but because you have the prepositions of from, so it's considered as ablative. Okay, next. Okay, here. So the man, of the man, right? Of the man. So of the man is still masculine singular. Sorry, number six. Number six. Of the man is considered masculine, right? And it is a singular, but because of a prepositions of, right? It is in the possessive form, so it carries the case of genitive. It denotes genitive. Okay, next one. Locative, right? Locative. In the house, right? In the house. The house is a masculine noun, also singular, but because it carries the prepositions of in, then it is considered as locative, right? Locative. Same thing. On the rock. The rock is a masculine noun. It is singular, but and on with the word on, it is considered locative. Okay, next. For this one is masculine, vocative, singular, right? For Bante is masculine, vocative, singular. If it is in plural, it will be bhikkhave, right? Bhikkhave. Okay, next slide. So this is the declension table, right? Showing a noun with the word nara. Nara refers to the man, so it is a masculine noun. So you can see from the suffix or the n letters, n alphabet of the word naro, how it is being changed, right? From, for example, as the subject. If the man is as a subject, nara here is the stem word, right? When it comes to it is constructed in a sentence as a subject, it will become narrow. You add an o, narrow, right? Just like you have the word Buddha, or Buddha is the base word, stem word. When it is in the nominative case as a subject, it is called Buddha, right? Here, plural nominative, you have this nara, right? Nara, men, right? Many men, right? Same thing for the Buddha will be Buddha. So in English, it will be Buddhas, right? Buddhas. So all this you will learn in the Pali primer class, right? We'll go through one by one in each lesson. So not usually, once you have go through the classes, you will be able to do the declension of a base word, right? So for example, you may want to recite it, follows the order: naro, nara, narang, nare, narena, narehi, or narebi, naraya, narasa, naranang, nara, naramha, narasma, narehi, narebi. For genitive, it is narasa, naranang. For locative singular is nare, naramhi, narasmin. For plural locative, it will be naresu. Okay? And for vocative, it will be nara, nara, and also plural, same thing, nara. So all this, you will learn how to do the declension. Okay, next. Okay, I hope you can digest what I said, right? If not, then please come to attend our Pali primer class, right? So here, last week, I've shown an example of the usage, how you can find a word in a sentence that carries different cases, right? You have the Bhagavato, Bhagava, Bhagavata, Bhagavato, right? Bhagava, and Bhagavantang. So now let's look more into it, right? So the example, the first sentence, right? You have the first verse, Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Here you see Bhagavato in the translation as the whole sentence is homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Perfect Self-Enlightened One. For Bhagavato, it is referred to the Blessed One, right? So this Bhagavato is considered as masculine, dative, singular. So this is referred as to the Blessed One. So grammatically, in this sentence, it is homage to him, to the Blessed One, to the Worthy One, to the Perfect Self-Enlightened One. They are in the dative case, right? Dative case, okay, with the prepositions of to. Okay, right. Now, the second sentence, you have these salutations to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho, right? So the translation is, such is he, the Blessed One. the worthy one, the perfectly self-enlightened one. So here, Bhagawa, right, is also the blessed one. But here, the Bhagawa is considered as the subject. So it is in nominative case. So Bhagawa is a masculine noun, singular, nominative, right? This is the subject. So it refers to it refers as the blessed one, right? Blessed one. Next, we have this salutation to the Dhamma, right? Buddha Nusati. So it goes like this: Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo, right? So the Dhamma has been well proclaimed by the Blessed One. Or you can say the Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One. So here, Bhagavata is considered as masculine, instrumental, singular, because we have the prepositions of by, right? By. So it is considered as instrumental. So it is translated as by the Blessed One. Okay, the next one, salutation to the Sangha. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, right? So of good conduct is the Sangha, the order of the blessed ones, disciples. So the disciple is the Savaka, right? So of the blessed one here, so is Bhagavato. So it is in masculine, genitive, right? Genitive is carries the prepositions of, right? And singular. So either put this blessed ones or of the blessed one. Okay, the last one you have is this one, the verses I extract from the Mangala Sutta. So you have this Upasangkamitva Bhagavantang Abhivadetva Ekamantang Attasi. So the translation is, after approaching and worshipping the Blessed One, he stood on one side. So here, Bhagavantang is masculine, accusative, singular. So this is the Blessed One. So it is the object. So for this sentence, the subject is he, right? The object will be the Blessed One. That's why it is in the accusative, because he approached the Buddha, the Blessed One, and he worshiped the Blessed One. So he here is the subject nominative, but the Bhagavantang is the Blessed One, is in the accusative case. Right? Okay. Next. So this is the declension table for Bhagawa, right? For the word just now, the example given earlier. So you can derive the declensions from this table, right? For example, you can look under nominative, the subject. So you have Bhagawa. So Bhagawa, if you look back into the previous slide, right? The previous one, you see the Bhagawa here is nominative. So you can see the second sentence here, Itipiso Bhagawa. So this is in the nominative case, right? Nominative case. All right, let's go back to the declension table again. And you see here, the second one, accusative, right? Accusative, so it is Bhagavantang, singular, right? Because this singular is Bhagavantang. And you look back at the previous slide, right? The last one, you have bagawantang here. So bagawantang is the accusative. Okay, back to the slide. I think it is okay. I don't point out the rest, right? You can refer to this when we when we post this to you, right? Okay. So next slide. So then we come to verb, right? Verb, the actions. So here, as mentioned before, we have the first person, second person, third person, singular, plural, and the tense and both, right? Next. So I'll give you an example, right? Examples. So same thing. You see the first three, right? So the first three words, they are the same in terms of number. So they are singular, right? The first three are singular and they are in the present tense, right? But the difference is person. The difference is person. So the first one you have gachami. It means I go. So first person refer to I, right? You'll find this word quite often in when you chant Buddhang Saranang Gacchami. Okay. And the second one, Gachasi, right? Second person. So second person refer to you. So that's why it is translated as you go, Gachasi. Then when it comes to third person, Gachati, can be either he, she, or it, right? He, she, or it goes. So this is Gachati. So all these are in the singular present tense, right? So the next three words is in the plural, present tense. For plural first person, it is gachama, right? So it means we go. For second person plural, it will be gachata, right? You all go. And the third person is gachanti. Gachanti means they go. Okay. So these are the example of words, right? Okay. Next. All right. So we have come to the end of the introductory of Pali grammar.